You find yourself repeating patterns, relationship after relationship, or maybe even within your own relationship. Well, today, my friend, I'm going to give you 3 steps to radically change your current relationship or draw in a relationship that would work for you. Step 1. What is your secret agenda with relationship? This is a sneaky one because you might think that you know why you want a relationship. It's actually the secret stuff, the secret agendas that are the stuff that's playing in the background that is probably causing the most amount of havoc in your relationship. So you require to actually get clear on that. What is your secret agenda with relationship? So maybe you're a woman and your secret agenda is to have a man provide for you. Now, you would keep that secret from yourself because somewhere you maybe made that wrong. Maybe you were judged for it. Maybe you're judging you for it. But if you don't allow yourself to even know what your agenda is, then it's going to be there anyways, running in the background, creating all kinds of little sneaky, weird things showing up where you're drawn and attracted to a particular type of person, or you're drawing in a particular type of person that might not be matching what would actually work for you. So what are your secret agendas in relationship? You can ask that question, see what starts to pop up. See, and you might even notice as you become aware of the secret agendas, you might even notice, oh yeah, that would make sense why I keep choosing that type of person. I used to have a secret agenda in relationship where I was looking for people to validate how unvaluable I was. I would seek out relationships with people that would continuously show me the wrongness of me. No, why would someone do that? Well, I had decided that this was something true about me, and that if I could find someone that could acknowledge how awful I was, but they could find a way to love me anyways, it was as though that was going to set me free. That sounds crazy now, but at the time it was so secret. It was so somewhere here in my world that I didn't know what was going on. So it wasn't until I was willing to get really vulnerable, really present, and ask that question: what are your secret agendas with relationship? Now, it might not be as insane as mine. And it might be insane. It might be totally insane, but just write it down and get present with it. No matter what pops up, free write everything that comes up, that comes out of your head, no matter how bizarre it is, and just let it out. What is your secret agenda with relationship? What is your secret agenda with relationship? Write it down. Okay, that's step 1. We're going now to step 2 is that actually yours? Here's the second part of this process. You actually want to go through that list and you want to destroy all of the items that aren't actually true for you. So for example, let's say that you were a woman, your secret agenda with relationship was to find a man that would provide for you, but perhaps you had bought that secret agenda from someone else, and it's not even your point of view, or it was your point of view at a time and you had evolved beyond it, but energetically you're still holding that agenda in existence. So what you want to look at is all these insane things that are on your page now. Is this actually true for me now? Is this true for me now? If it's not true for you, I'm asking you to energetically destroy it, uncreate it, cross it off your page. You could have a burning, get really dramatic, whatever works for you to really let that go. But the first thing we need to do is actually let it out. So we become aware of it. So we stop hiding it from ourselves. And then we can let go of the things that don't work for us. So I started to ask myself the question with every item, is this actually mine? So anything that's light for you is true for you. Anything that is heavy for you is a lie. Go through your list. Okay. Step 2. Now we're going to go to step 3. This is where you get to draw in what you actually want. How does this work if you have a current relationship? Doing this exercise will allow those things to actually come through your own relationship if the relationship matches and the partner you have matches what you're asking for. It will start to radically change the energy that's going on because you've released these secret agendas that might keep creating a scenario over and over and over again with your partner. So for example, if you have a secret agenda to be judged, then your partner, out of care, would be continuously, guess what? Judging you. If you discover that that agenda isn't true for you and you let it go, they no longer, and sometimes it takes a little time for all the shift to change, but they no longer have to continuously validate that for you, and they get to start to show up in a totally different way. This could be a radical change in a relationship, and getting clear on what you are asking for can draw through an existing relationship, or it can draw you a new relationship that will actually work for you, that you actually desire, that you actually want in your life. So how do you do that? So when you get a sense of what your secret agendas are, okay, now they're not secret, what is the value of having a relationship for you? Get clear on that. What is actually valuable for you? So I read a book. There's a book, amazing book by Simone Milasas and Brendon Watt called Relationships. Are you sure you want one? I'll put the link in the below if you guys want to check it out. And one of the things that they speak to for them is the purpose, the gift of a relationship from their point of view is that it increases what you can create by at least 20%. When I read that, I was like, I like that one. That makes sense to me. A lot of the stuff around relationship was always a little bit insane for me, which is why I reached outside of me and just glommed onto everything that I thought I was supposed to want a relationship for that never worked for me. But when I got that sense, wow, okay, cool. So if for me that matches energetically, which it does, it lights me up, because you could create more with them than you could alone. Kind of like for having a business partner. You wouldn't have a business partner if you weren't going to create more with them, right? If you were going to be able to create more without the business partner, you probably shouldn't have the business partner. So when you get clear on that, wow, that energy lit up my world. It got me really clear on what I'm actually asking for and who's going to match that. So when someone comes into your world, do they match that? Do they match the things that you're asking for? So if I'm looking at that I could create 20% greater with them than I could without, when they come into my world, I'm going to get a sense of that. I'm going to get a sense if that's what we will create together. If it's a no, then I don't do relationship with that person. If it's a yes, then is it a romantic relationship? Is it a friendship? Is it a business partnership? What kind of relationship is this? And I get to explore that realm with them. So get clear on what you actually want a relationship for. What do you want it for? Now, we all think we're supposed to have one because you're just supposed to have one and you're weird if you don't have one. That's not functioning from consciousness. That's not creating your life. That's following all the sheeple. This is about creating your life. So this is about you getting clear on, for what reason do you even desire a relationship? What are you aware it could add to your life? What are you asking for? And then start to draw. So, okay, now you got that. Now let's bring in the energy stuff. You actually, that request goes out into the universe. Hey, universe, you know what? You know what I actually would like? This. This is what I'd actually like out of a relationship. I would just like someone at the end of the day that just holds me and nurtures my body. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all you're asking for. That's okay. That's awesome. Maybe you're asking for someone that helps with the house stuff. Do you actually, and then you can go, do I actually want a romantic relationship or do I just want a house cleaner? So look at what are those asks? What do you think you want a relationship for? What do you know that you want a relationship for? And the thinking and the knowing is very different. The thinking is usually what we think we're supposed to want a relationship for. The knowing is what's true for you and what's going to make you happy. So when you can get clear on what do you know is possible for you with relationship, you will start to magnetize, draw it in from all over the world, and you're going to find all sorts of relationships show up, romantic and friendships and all that kind of stuff. But what do you want to get out of it? Be honest, be bold, be willing to ask for it, no matter how grand it might seem, no matter how ridiculous someone has told you. Maybe you ask for too much, you have too high standards, you have too high, whatever. Be willing to be you in this ask. Be willing to audaciously ask for everything that you'd like to get out of a relationship. And watch the magic show up. Check out this next video for some more yummy stuff on relationship.